Not financial advice. Let's get it. And another one. And another one. Octavia. Look at the partners. Guys, this is about to launch tomorrow, okay? I know like all the AI projects are up like 4x and 10x and well, this one hasn't come out yet. This one will be coming out in about 6 hours, right? Look at the partners: DAOmaker, ChangeGPT, Decubate, Pools Finance, right? And also DexCheck. Now, Octavia is a virtual assistant, and let's see here. It says buy me 500 in Bitcoin if you detect good news. So it looks like it could make trades for you, and AI driven community moderation, 24/7 oversight and security, custom Octavia training, drastic expense reduction. So training, custom Octavia training. That's interesting. Crypto sidekick, crypto insights and analysis, automated Web3 tasks, integrate Twitter for easy sharing, detailed project research, and more. The first on-chain AI, securely connected to your wallet, revolutionary AI memory. So what I'm really interested in is the fundamentals. And again, I'm going to look at who they're associated with, right? They're associated with AI Tech, and AI Tech has done a 10x recently. They're associated with Fine Scepter. I know you've heard of them. This is done quite well. ChangeGPT is ridiculously killing it. What X is ChangeGPT up by now? Hold on. Let me. By the way, Sora. I just mentioned Sora. Sora's pumping. It won't stop pumping. Hold on a second. Shout out to the Patreons, man. you guys are just you're living a life right now. All right. So ChangeGPT, its market cap is $109 million. ChangeGPT, right? $109 million. Look at that. The best time to get that would have been right here, right? Even better than that would have been the inception, right? When cryptos first go up, when they first come out, they pump and they usually dump, right? So with Octavia, look for a dump at some point. Like if you look at here on inception with ChangeGPT, it pumped that day and then it came down a little bit. If you're patient enough to wait, like, if you get some, but wait, and you wait, like waiting for this before you really start to come out, if you're patient enough, which crypto is a game of patience, so hopefully you are. But look at ChangeGPT. This is a 35x, okay? So in the long run, I don't mean, 2 days from now. I don't mean a week from now. I mean, think in the mindset of 2024 bull, Q4 2024, 2025 bull, Q1 2025. And if you're really patient, Q4 2025. If you're really looking for like that 100x kind of thing, that's really where you have to think about it. And you wouldn't buy the pump, you would buy the dump, right? That's how I would look at it. But I know like people are looking for A1 AI coins with pumpamentals, with very, very strong pumpamentals that have not 10x yet. So that's why I'm bringing this to you, because this is not launched, but it's going to launch soon. It will be on MEXC in the next 6 hours. So I would say a little after 7 a.m. It should be on MEXC. And Octavia is the definitive AI crypto and Web3 assistant making managing Web3 communities as well as researching and investing in crypto easier than ever. So they have good marketing, they have a good plan, and this reminds me of Decubate, reminds me of DexCheck, reminds me of AI Tech, reminds me of ChangeGPT, and they're all partnered together with them, plus DAOmaker. So I don't know what else you want as far as a ready-made package to pump, but I'm already in. If I wasn't in, I would be thinking, how do I get in, right? How do I get into it? Remember to manage your risk. This is not financial advice. I'm just showing you what I'm doing and what I'm interested in. That I think this project has solid fundamentals, and we're about to see. We're about to find out. It will be exciting, right? This is exciting to me because I will get to see. How this performs in the open market. But it looks like a solid project here. Track record. Our team have worked with some of the brightest minds and largest businesses on the globe, including but not limited to Binance Smart Chain, Pretty Lightning, Johnson and Johnson, Lionsgate, Venmo. Okay. What is this? 2.6 billion. With zero in VC funding, we grew to 300K users. They have 300K users, guys, and 2.6 billion in traded volume. In 2021, our team launched trading platform called Bot Finance. Octavia, our team will make Octavia a success. So having users and traction is good. What's this here? Oh, they're showing you that AI systems are outperforming humans. We're at that point. Actually, I've had some use with ChangeGPT, and ChangeGPT to me seems like an intelligent human, but it seems smarter than most people. And this is software. Like, it's not a real person, but it's an expert in most fields of human endeavor. I don't know if you've ever used ChangeGPT, but if you just ask it like this general information, like, how do I make my relationships better? Not only will it have an answer for you, it'll have an intelligent answer. It'll have an answer better than your friend. If you had a friend and you asked your friend a question like, how do I lose weight and gain muscle at the same time? ChangeGPT will give you a better answer than your friend in most cases. And I know that there is no replacing the human interaction as far as how we feel as human beings. We're social creatures, so we actually need other humans. But at the same standpoint, if we're talking about this raw data and information, ChangeGPT's information is better than the average person that you talk to. And another thing is AI moves exponentially. So not only is it better, 6 months from now it's going to be way better, right? So the age that we're entering in is actually an age of abundance, and there's going to be a lot of misconceptions. It's both good and bad, but any new technology is going to be good and bad, right? Like machinery put a lot of people out of business, right? The Industrial Revolution put a lot of people out of business. You needed less human beings to do the same amount of work. But at the same standpoint, it has made our lives easier. So people are not doing hard labor anymore, right? They're not out on the field plowing and pulling potatoes out of the ground and these kind of things, right? And as we continue, the AI is you're gonna have automated driving. You're gonna have AI that's gonna we already seen with Sora that it's making video from text. So the bad news is now you have a lot of graphic designers and animators that are out of work. That's what's going to happen, and they're not needed anymore. The good news is, though, it's a tool that is going to allow us to be more creative. So now maybe you have more movies and concepts that hit the big screen that wouldn't have been able to hit the big screen before because you need $300 million to make the movie. Now you'll be able to do that at some point, you're going to be able to do that with $20, right? So now we're less limited by our budget and only limited by our creativity, right? So how does that help human beings? Well, I just mentioned movies, but the AI in general is going to help human beings to solve problems that we have not been able to solve because we didn't have the brain power to do it, the time, the calculation, the manpower, or the brain power. Not that many smart scientists to figure out how to get a human being from here to Mars and get them there safely in the most efficient manner. Solving problems like that, solving problems like solving the cure to cancer. I know I'm getting ahead of myself and I'm overly optimistic, or I might seem overly optimistic to most people, but no, I actually think that the AI is going to help mankind to solve a lot of problems that we have now that we haven't been able to figure out. Another such problem is resource management. All around the world, there are countries fighting for oil and energy, and there's mass deception of the public that this mass deception tricks the public into supporting and getting into unnecessary wars because they're really fighting over a limited amount of resources. Well, with the artificial intelligence, we're going to have an age of abundance where these resources are going to be harvested and by probably AI, but machinery, computers, AI controls the computers, and you won't need that much manual labor, which will lead to an age of abundance, and we could focus on other things such as maintaining the AI, solving world hunger, curing diseases, getting vaccines to everyone that need it. And I'm not talking about in the sense of sterilization vaccines or these kind of things, but actual vaccines, slowing down the aging process, hair restoration, sight restoration. Elon Musk, by the way, has bionic eyes, and he has a neural network. So this is an interface between the human brain and a computer chip. But how does this all relate to generative? How does generative AI relate to Octavia and what I'm talking about, and how does it help you make gains in crypto? Well, AI cannot be ignored, right? You could ignore it, but everyone else around you is going to be engaged and indulged in using the AI. Since it cannot be ignored, and since it's going to dramatically affect our lives on a daily basis, AI-related tools in crypto are going to take the forefront of the upcoming bull market. And when you're in front of a new technology, you want to be the first one that invests, because you only need to put a penny in now, and then later on your penny is going to multiply by 1,000x or some ridiculous multiple. So a year from now, you're not going to be able to buy Octavia AI. You're not going to be able to get a good quantity of it because it's going to be too expensive. And yes, we're going to go through the 4-year cycles in crypto like we always do, where there's boom and bust. These things there's going to be a bubble. It's going to be, the price is going to shoot way over what it should be. And then it's going to come down in a bear market 2026 way below what it should be. So the idea is to get in early before the bubble completely, blows up, and then to get out before the bubble shrinks and before it pops. I think this will do well. The team is really good. They're a group of linked individuals that they seem to know what they're doing. The marketing is on point. I like the avatar. It rings a bell, or it stands out. It'll remain in your mind. It looks kind of creepy, really, like a Chucky doll, right? But it will stick in your mind, and I'm sure they're going to kill it with the marketing. It talks, and I think it's going to absolutely crush. And as we continue on with this year and into next year, it's just going to be AI. The Apple Vision Pro just came out, ChatGPT, and OpenAI. They just released Sora, which is text to visual. And there's going to be all of these innovations, right? What's Elon Musk doing? How is his automated tractor trailer coming along, and his home helper robot, his robot assistant? What do you think is going to happen to crypto and AI as these products continue to roll out along 2024? it's going to be impossible to ignore. And we've already seen what GTAI has done. It did a 20x since inception from the private sale. So get in early now. You're not going to be able to buy this 6 months from now at a reasonable price. So I would just try to get in now. And this is a tokenomics, and you can look this over and you can research it in your spare time. But what I will say, what I'm interested in is this number right here. It's 420,000 is the initial market cap. So for this thing to do a 10x within a week or a short period of time, I think it's pretty likely, right? I think it's likely that it can do that. And again, on a pullback, buying it on a pullback, I think would be a wise move. That's something I would do, not financial advice. You do you, absolutely. Crypto is risky, but I'm willing to take that risk. You decide what you want to do. Buying on a pullback is the way to go. If you bought on this pullback with ChangeGPT, this would be around, that would be around 9 cents. You know, but again, it does require some risk taking. You could maybe DCA on a pullback. You don't have to go all in. But I would want some exposure to this. I would take some exposure. The token is called VAI, right? And the most important thing that you have to know, it has the AI narrative, has a good team behind it. It has all the right connections as far as partners that have proven projects that have already 10, 20x'd. So it's kind of obvious where this is going to go. And, you know, just keep an eye out for it. So should we see any kind of crazy dip or anything like that, this would be one of the cryptos I would scoop up. All right. So good luck in your hunting. Shout out to the Patreons, which are just like, they're killing it, man. Or should I say we're killing it. Look at what Zora's doing. Another AI crypto. Recently, I dropped this in the Patreon, by the way. So I haven't done, I think I just did a video on it, but the Patreons knew about this. So they're way up. Membership is going to be closing down on the initial get in on the Patreon. The higher memberships will be open, but the lower membership tier is going to be closing down soon. So it's ridiculous. What the amount of gains being made in there is just like, it's absurd. 2024, man, it's going to be interesting. Crypto.XL.